Okay, so today I went ahead and I contacted my senators and my congressional representative because there are some federal things that I feel like are coming to light right now that really need public input. So I wanted to let my senators know how I felt about cabinet appointments, and I wanted to let all of my representatives know how I felt about the attempted repeal of the ACA. So I went ahead and I called all of them and left messages at their Washington, D.C. offices. You can do the same thing if you'd like. There are numbers that I'll list with this. If you would rather send an email, if that's all you have time for, that's another option too. If you want to make the biggest impact, write a letter and send it to them. Although some of these things are going to be coming up a little too quickly, so if it's in relation to the cabinet appointments, I would recommend that you do one of the other two methods if you want it to get to them in time. But anyway, this is what I did in my effort to hopefully let them know where their constituents, at least I, stand on these particular issues. And so I hope that can give you some kind of framework for what you might want to say if you are passionate about these particular topics.
Senator Fischer's office, how can I help you?
Senator Sasse's office, how can I help you?
Congressman Bacon's office, this is Derek, how may I help you?
Hi, Derek. My name is Kevin Gibbs. I'm a constituent in Nebraska. I was wondering if I could leave a message for Congressman Bacon. I would leave a comment for Senator Fischer, leave a message for Senator Sasse about the ACA and cabinet nominations.
Sure. Yes, sir. Go ahead. I'd be happy to pass both along to Senator Fischer on your behalf.
Okay. I just wanted to reach out and encourage her to support the retention or reform of the Affordable Care Act. While it's far from perfect, the ACA has provided millions with care who would not have had it otherwise, and it's reduced an increase in health coverage rates on average. To remove it without a replacement that similarly covers people is not of the compassionate nature of our society and reeks of partisan revenge far more than careful, considerate statesmanship. I hope he'll work to do what's right, even if it means going against his fellow party members. On cabinet appointments, General James Mattis was an exemplary pick. I think the whole of the nation stands in agreement that he's going to be an optimal candidate for that role. However, less can be said for the remainder of the cabinet, most notably Betsy DeVos. As a member of the LGBT community myself, I'm frightened that a woman whose family repeatedly gave to anti-equality campaigns millions of dollars would be in charge of the same department working to prevent bullying of LGBT students in public schools. She also appears to be devoid of ideas on how to improve the schooling system outside of forcing everyone's tax dollars into private schools via a charter school system. Being a wealthy donor to the president does not make a good candidate for the office, certainly not by itself. Senator Jeff Sessions is being considered for Attorney General and is not fit for the office. He not only appears to be ready to enforce marijuana prohibitions the majority of the country has shown in vote after vote is outdated policy, but he would more importantly strike a severe blow to race relations in our country at a time when they couldn't be more strained. Senator Sessions may be a capable legislator, but there is important symbolism in appointing a man who was denied a federal judgeship over racist comments to the highest law enforcement position the moment a candidate with unnerving ties to white supremacists enters the office. Dr. Ben Carson should not be nominated to lead the Department of Housing and Urban Development. He has no qualifications in the field and is about as token appointment as I've ever seen. Not to mention the fact that Dr. Carson seems to believe that LGBT people seeking housing are granted some kind of special right when they are not discriminated against. It continues a backward worldview that is inappropriate in modern society, let alone from the head of a national department. Governor Rick Perry should not be nominated to lead the Department of Energy. Governor Perry didn't know what the department did when he accepted the position, and given the fact that he previously sought to eliminate it, it doesn't show the kind of careful consideration that should belong to a member of the president's cabinet. These connections to me have stood out as particularly troubling. I'm sure through her work she'd be better able to determine if there are any shortcomings I haven't noticed or any other candidates with similarly concerning qualities. I'd love to continue to work on making America great, but I think that to do that we must have the most capable at the helm. I hope that he'll continue to keep this in mind as he votes on the appointments and laws in the future.
All right. Thanks a lot for the call. Make sure to pass your concerns on to the senator for you, okay?
All right, sir, I'll go ahead and forward those comments along to the congressman.
Absolutely, well said. I will be happy to pass along your support / your opposition to the specific candidate that you mentioned, and be happy to do so. Can I have your zip code, please?
Yeah, I'm at 68105.
68105.
That's it.
Well, great. Thank you so much for your call. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to give us a call back. It's what we're here for.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Hey, you too, Kevin.
Bye. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, I also had seen something on social media about a state senator, Senator Bill Kinter, who had posted on Twitter, just retweeted a inappropriate joke from a conservative commentator on his Twitter feed. And given the fact that Senator Kinter is known for having cybersex on a state computer and using derogatory terms for Hispanic and Latino people, this is just one more nail in the coffin in his political career. So I wanted to contact him and let him know that I thought he should step down. He should have done it a long time ago, and that this is one more thing that is not respecting the decency of Nebraskans. And this is what happened when I called his office.
The mailbox is full, and there is not enough space to leave a message. Thank you for using the voice messaging server. Goodbye.
It seems like I wasn't the only one who might have been a little upset by his actions. Anyway, I encourage any one of you to get out there and let your representatives know how you feel about the issues that affect you in your day-to-day or that affect the people that you care about. You can call, you can email, you can write a letter, you can do any number of things to let your legislators know how you feel. You can protest, you can march, but what we really want to do is we want to enact some change, and so that means getting feet on the ground and getting action done. So I encourage you, I will list contact information for various senators in Omaha down below, and feel free to reach out to them and let them know how you feel. I hope you will. And until next week, thanks for watching.